Hello, everybody. It's another, what is it, 62 degrees this morning or 65? It's probably a little bit warmer now, 67 or something, but nice cool morning. Perfect for drinking a little bit of coffee. Of course, when it's 30 degrees, it'll be really nice to drink like some hot cocoa and coffee. Maybe put a little bit of peppermint schnapps in that cocoa, right? Kick it up a notch. So, Natalie went to the ER. I don't know if anybody or many people looked at the video with a respiratory issue yesterday, and
I'm alive.
Yeah, well, if you've been watching videos, see, she's been coughing in a few of our videos, and we've just let it record, because we're trying to make this like just a single take if we can, versus cutting a bunch of videos together. But today's topic is what?
How famous are you on YouTube?
Yeah, Natalie is YouTube famous. And what does that mean?
Whoa.
There are different tiers, right? What tier or what level of YouTube famous are you?
I think we're just now at the very beginning, finally.
So basically, I would say your first, level 2 or whatever YouTube famous is when you get 1,000 views on a video, right? We've got at least one video with 1,000 views.
One.
So, the YouTube algorithm, this is strange, selects some weird, nobody really knows 100% how the algorithm works, but you put a certain topic, a certain thumbnail, and YouTube will recommend that video to certain people doing searches, or their recommended viewing based on their past viewing habits, right? So fertilizing the citrus, which was probably a very boring video, got 1,000 plus views.
It's crazy. Just
in a few months. Some of our other videos have 1 or 2 views. What's like level 3? Maybe a super fan, right? Maybe you get a fan.
Yes.
So tell them about your super fan.
I have a super fan, but it's not from YouTube. So I want to say
it's partially from YouTube because
well, kind of, sort of. She has been following us this whole time, making our home accessible. I've done like a Facebook page for it, and we did the whole GoFundMe and all that stuff. It's been like a year and
or longer. So
year and a few months, yeah.
So Facebook fundraising, word of mouth groups, and using YouTube as a platform to tell your story and about the improvements in your home, right? So
I post all of our YouTube videos on our
GoFundMe and
we do it on both GoFundMe and on making her own wheelchair accessible. Even some of the videos that have nothing to do with that, I post them on there. So she's followed us this entire year and a half or whatever it's been. And she's really sweet. She came and met me one day to bring me a little donation because my shower, the progress of the shower, we figured out the wheelchair wouldn't work because the shower was too small. So now I'm having to get a whole new wheelchair. No, I'm sorry. I'm having to get a whole new shower. So we're still in the process of doing all that. So she came and brought me a donation towards new shower, which we used for some of the supplies and stuff. So it was extremely grateful, and she didn't want to donate it on YouTube, and she first found me through a word of mouth group. So she's a local here in our town, and she was older, so I didn't really have too much of like an apprehension like meeting her, like getting money, a donation directly from her or anything, because I felt kind of safe because, again, she's very active like in this word of mouth group, and I had talked to her prior, and now I'm starting to get short of breath. Before we started the whole GoFundMe. So I knew a little bit about her, so I didn't really feel awkward about meeting her in person. But I know it's something that I would not typically recommend.
So when somebody gets a certain level, 1 million viewers or whatever, they sometimes go to conventions where they can meet their fans. But once you have a certain level of popularity, you know, you get apprehensive of meeting people and having them show up, you know, at your front door, you know, and this happens to a lot of YouTube people.
Mm-hmm.
People a lot of times don't use their real name, they hide it, somebody finds out in some way where they live and they just show up, and sometimes they could be a threat to you. And just like that person that Natalie doesn't like, the Francis guy, some guy showed up at his front door and he shot a gun in the air, and he ended up getting arrested. So I don't know if we said, well, let's backtrack here. She went to the ER yesterday, and whatever respiratory infection she had, you know, it's no longer in a contagious period. It's, what does it do?
Exacerbated by asthma.
So basically, she's got her asthma really going over the last week, and she had like a respiratory issues a week before that. So it's probably at least 2 weeks right now.
Yeah.
So no sign of pneumonia as of yet. But they're treating her for pneumonia.
They put me on antibiotics just in case, and then of course I have prednisone, which if you've ever taken it, then yeah, it wipes your butt out. So I'm not that happy about having to do it, but at least I can breathe. At least a little bit. Like, I'm still having trouble. You can see me got a gasping for air when I talk, but I'm doing better than I was like even yesterday. It was horrible.
So back to being YouTube famous. So the next level is what? Getting haters, right?
Yes, getting haters.
So up until recently, we've never had an unlike on our video. And then we posted a couple shorts, our first ever shorts. So the first one, we didn't know what we were doing. We shot it in the wrong aspect ratio, which means we shot it widescreen, and we put it together on iMovie, and it cropped it because YouTube crops, you know, widescreen to this like reverse, like up and down phone aspect, which is what, 9:16. You don't know that, but so if you shoot it the right way and then put it through iMovie, it also wants a widescreen video. So I think on the second one, or I don't remember if I had to scrap it or what, it crops the top and the bottom, and you lose a lot of your picture. We got an important phone call here, so we're gonna finish this. We're back. Sorry about that. We were gonna try to do it in one take, but you know, it doesn't always work that way. So getting back to like what's the next level, and we talked about being, you know, having haters, and one person did comment that you know, can you fix the sound levels on your videos? Because, you know, maybe if my mouth is close to the phone, it'll, you know, pick up fine, and maybe if the environment is super quiet, but, you know, background noises and everything causes sometimes the sound levels to go up and down, or to be muffled and stuff like that. And I got an unlike on that video, and one other video that was similar. But the shorts, you know, I think people randomly probably see these shorts just pop up. They probably don't even know Natalie is, you know, in a wheelchair. They probably have no idea that that's our first, second, third short that we have ever created in our life, that we're not getting monetized or paid for YouTube videos, that we don't have, you know, sponsored ads, that, you know, we don't have, you know, $40,000 worth of camera equipment like some of these YouTubers have, and lighting and all, at least not yet. And we can't obviously go and spend $30,000 or $40,000 to buy it and making $0. You know, some of these people started, you know, 15 years ago when they were the only few YouTubers out there, and like PewDiePie or whatever his name is. And so they kind of made a ton of money doing it, and were able to, you know, upgrade and their equipment, and probably buy their own studios and rent out large warehouses and buildings to script, you know, big videos. And we're only moving forward now just saying, okay, can we edit, you know, in free software? Can we edit and maybe add some special effects? And we're talking about like upgrading microphones. You know, I think on these kind of like video podcast type videos we're doing now, we probably do need some studio microphones, at least 2 of them. And, you know, we may need something like that for oral histories. But, you know, when we're out and about going somewhere, we can't set up a big studio wherever we go. So we need several configurations of microphones and lighting and stuff, like the clip-on mics, maybe when we're out somewhere else and doing them. So the next level would be, I guess, monetization, right? You know, where you have so many thousands of viewing hours per year, and you have, what is it? Maybe 1,000 subscribers or whatever. So we're at less than 30 subscribers, and we got haters already. You know, what's your first thought when you see that people have unliked videos like your shorts? Does it make you sad?
It makes you kind of wonder what you did. I mean, I can understand, like, the issues with sound and stuff, but I don't think you should just really not like a video for that. Like, I don't know.
I mean, our cottage cheese and Fritos video is really poor, you know, production-wise. And we turned it into black and white just to kind of give it a little artistic flair, but it did not turn out very good. But, you know, like I said, that was our first video. I'm not a professional editor or anything like that.
It takes hours to do one video. Like, it's not just a look, oh, they're having fun, or they're doing it crappy and posting it on YouTube. Like, it takes hours to do one video.
And it's going to take even longer once we add, like, you know, more features.
Yeah.
And here's a problem with our rural internet. Plus, it seems like there's some YouTube throttling going on with just randomly our videos. Certain videos would just take forever to upload. So when I'm doing this on my phone, I'm usually recording at 720p. People nowadays are recording in 4K, but we have no way to even upload a video that big, especially like a long one. So we might have to go to another place, or I don't even know if anywhere offers an uploading service for YouTube, you know, that has really fast, like gigabit internet. So yeah, you know, less than 30 subscribers, you know, but you know, there's a lot of people that view our videos, you know, thousands of them, I guess, that just aren't subscribed, and that's probably what happens. Like, you know, I'll watch, you know, 5.
Yeah, we probably did the same thing.
We might subscribe to 5 of our, you know, 10 or 15 YouTubers, unfortunately. So they may not have a good idea of how to track, you know, who comes back, I guess, and consistently watches the content. So the next level would probably be Stalker, right? You know, monetization, then Stalker. So once you know, we already kind of mentioned people going to YouTubers' houses once they get, you know, and they could threaten them, or they have good intentions, but you know, you got to realize that most YouTubers have some sort of scripting, some sort of, you know, they're even if they're showing you a part of their lives, they're probably also being fictitious. They're not going to always have that personality, that you persona or whatever, especially if you show up when they don't have makeup, they're not ready to have company. Just answer the door thinking it's the FedEx man or something, and here comes a YouTube fan. So, and we can talk about, you know, Squirmy and Grubs, right? They bought a house, what, a year or two ago? They knew that there were going to be people that were curious as to where they lived, so they bought it under an LLC to try to protect their name. But like as soon as they moved in, they had people, I guess online or something, that knew their address. Did they get fan mail or something? Something happened. They knew that other people knew exactly where they lived.
Yeah.
And who's Squirmy and Grubs? Just tell them why we watch them.
Well, I'm starting to feel my cough medicine. I'm on very strong cough medicine. And yeah, I'm now getting sleepy. What'd you ask me?
Like, we mentioned, I don't know if we mentioned Squirmy and Grubs before, but you just tell them
Yes,
why
we
watch
did.
them.
He's the one. Whoa. He's the one in a wheelchair. They are an inner-abled couple, so
Inner-abled, yes.
yes, so they're like Dan and I. He's in a wheelchair. He's got some muscular disease. I don't remember exactly what he had. But and she is able-bodied, and yeah, they kind of just play out their lives on TV, and I mean, I kind of agree with Dan, like, how much of it is scripted, how much is real. But if they are real, and I say that loosely, like, if that is them, then yes, their lives are on TV.
I mean, to me, it seems obvious that they're scripting, that they're trying, you know, and this is, once you get YouTube famous, you know, all the YouTubers talk about algorithms. How do you catch that view, that those extra 1,000 views or 10,000 or whatever they get, or 100,000? Some people have millions of views. So, you know, the thumbnail and the description or whatever.
But how do you really say that? Because you and I aren't scripted at all. Like, we know our topic and we get on here and talk, but
I mean, that's probably how a lot of people start. You know, they got a topic and they kind of have a little fun banter, but after a while, you know, people have ideas. I have ideas, you know, that she doesn't like all the ideas, but you kind of see that some people have to.
I don't like coffee.
like some people may have to push topics even when it becomes a job. So they have to find topics, and some of them have writers for them that come up with these ideas. And they have enough money to pay writers, and like I said, maybe to pay a warehouse to shut down and to clear it out and make just this big set, to do one or so many videos on. And we're making no money at all.
And how do we know you're not assuming that? Like, do you have proof?
Oh well, they have they kind of like shock titles in their, when you read it, they will say something. I have this big announcement, and they'll like try to have this big. They're building up something that sometimes there is no big, announcement at the end.
They just lure you in.
Yeah, they're baiting you, and a lot of people do that because you want the views if you're making money on YouTube.
Like the video we saw this morning about P. Diddy and
Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever he's calling himself now. They're with this Tupac thing. People are really trying to get views based on him being arrested or potentially being arrested or being scared and wanting to go on the run and all kinds of stuff. That he was the one that may have called for Tupac's murder and stuff like that. What we call fake news. But maybe there's some truth to that. Who knows? We don't know. We watched a YouTube video the other day, and it was really long, and they had all of this kind of so-called facts or evidence, that kind of build up this thing to him potentially being involved. If that was a lie, somebody probably spent 100 hours looking for all of these little court documents and everything else to try to piece together this puzzle. And who knows if the pieces.
But why would it be on national news like that?
As far as I know, he's not been arrested. If that time actually comes, it will be everywhere on everybody's Facebook page. It'll be like front news on there was just a mass shooting today. It'll probably overtake that, or yesterday in Maine. It would probably overtake those headlines there, and people would be looking at this Tupac thing because it's been 25 years or so since his or I don't remember when he was. It's been a long time. He was 25 years old, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So it's been a long time, and now you have this was Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, or whatever, making all of these claims that Tupac, was in love with her and all this stuff, yada yada, to write a book or something. But we're getting off topic here. So we are a long way. If people wonder, like I said, if the production value isn't big, there's reasons. We've been on YouTube.
A ways to go.
Yeah, we got a long ways to go. And I guess here's a question for you. And 15 years ago, 20 years ago, did you ever think 10 years ago, I should do YouTube and try to make money or be an actress or anything like that?
No. None at all. This would have been the furthest thing from my imagination. Like, I basically started the whole YouTube channel because of the GoFundMe and trying to accommodate my house, and just kind of let us into other avenues, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, and it was originally started as a private channel for your UF stuff, right, for arts and medicine, and then we said, okay, this should be the perfect platform to talk about why we need to raise money, and then to show people progress of their donations.
Yes.
So this is why I said we use YouTube as a tool with GoFundMe, with Facebook, Go fundraising, with the word of mouth group. So everything kind of ties in together. Which you got your Superfan, and so for me personally, I think I've had ideas, writing possibly movie scripts or doing something like this for a long time. But as a lot of other people in the world got better internet access and stuff like that, I was stuck with like dial-up. And even now, most people are shooting 4K video, and we are having trouble, sending 720. We're in the woods. We're in a rural area, and the internet is horrible. So, we would have to, like I said, move to a different place to become, these 4K movie star, whatever you want to call it. But that's, the gardening, we do a lot of gardening here. If we lived in a big city, New York City, we wouldn't be able to do that, So you win some, you lose some. Anything else we need to talk about?
Nope, but make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel.
Bye, guys.
Bye.